All right, what's going on, y'all? Shout outs to everybody in the building. I am your gracious host. What's going on, Mike Matroke? Shout outs to Mike Matroke in the building. Double M, stand up. What's going on? Shout outs to you, man. Good to see you. Always great to see you. Yeah, my bad, y'all. I still am not able to run my radio show on here like I would like to, and YouTube is purposely holding my channel back. So we gotta wait till this bullshit pass, you know. But in the meantime, in between time, I definitely thank you guys for coming through. I need you guys to hit the like button on the way in. Thank you so much. And support the channel. What's going on, UFO Kamikaze? Good to see you. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff we gotta cover, man. Stuff that we've talked about on the daily, things that we've talked about that's now hold on. Okay. Yeah, things that we've talked about that is come to pass, I just like mandatory stuff, but just things in general, man. Crazy these days, man. Man, now everybody all of a sudden is picking this Lord Jumar and Godfrey debacle. It's almost more interesting than the Tariq Nasheed versus Charleston White thing. Y'all know I've been on it honestly before a lot of content creators, but I let it sit for like a week or two. I've been mentioning it in the shows, but I just never really did an actual stream on it until like more than like a week and a half ago or something like that. And then I started kind of showing y'all the videos and bringing in certain receipts and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden because they ain't shit to talk about in the space, so everybody's trying to pick it up, and they got the wrong information. They don't even know what the hell they're covering. He said ice and snow finally melted here. Been held hostage for the last 3 to 4 days. Man, that's terrible, man. You know. I want to thank everybody that hit the like button on the way in here, and everybody that supported. I know UFO, you were one of the guys that supported the show last month in December. Um, and when we were monetized, and off the month of Christmas, stuff like that, to the point that I was just burnt out and sick on New Year's and for my birthday. And I remember you supported the show via super chat. And I appreciate you, man. Make sure YouTube puts that money back into your account, because they the thing I earned, they took it, you know, took it, and they're running advertisements and stuff on my channel for free, So I've been working for free. When it comes down to why is this person keeps calling my phone? Leave me the fuck alone. I'm working right now, man. Lord have mercy, man. This is why I just be to myself, man. I like after a while, I like people just, man, the bothering, man. God damn. Yeah, no, I mean anybody that supported the show last month via super chat, make sure YouTube puts that money back into your account, because I haven't I you know, this is what they do, and it's the worst ever, It's the worst ever. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad the ice and snow finally melted, and you guys get to get to at least move around a little bit. I know how that is. Being snowed in is no joke. you know it's snowing back at home, where I'm from, and I'm like, man. And it's cold at nighttime here. Like now, I'm chilling on my rooftop, but it's cold here, and it's like, yeah, I keep forgetting it is cold. It's starting to get a little bit back warm, but man, you playing with your life. You take your shower and go outside. You gotta sit in the house for a good hour and a half. I know I do, because it's around the time when people get sick. Any type of climate change, you get sick. And if you go from a hot shower to cold, oh Lord, make sure you eat right too. Because you'll get sick out of nowhere. Put a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Hold on, let me do this. Maybe we can get to the second thing on. Okay, now I can see my blinker. All right, yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of topics and things that we got to cover on today's show. A little bit behind. You spend one day in the house sick, and then you wake up and it's like, fuck. Super. Shout outs to Vader in the building. What's going on, player? Good to see you. Yeah, breakfast is fundamental. Fun to mental. Breakfast is fundamental. You know, I got a buddy that I don't know, he's weird. Like he doesn't really eat fried foods during like the day or at nighttime during dinner and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, why don't you go to the gym and shit? Why don't you eat some fried foods, before you go to sleep or for dinner or something like that. He's like, I eat that in the morning. I'm like, man, listen, everything is fried in the morning. Eggs are fried, bacon is fried. Shit, you damn near fried pan. Well, you don't fry pan, kind of do, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's like, nigga, breakfast has no choice but to be fried. you know, shit. Yeah, breakfast is always good. One thing I do that's like even way more horrible is sometimes I try to eat if I know I'm gonna wake up late, I'm not gonna eat breakfast. I try to eat like late at night, and like anything after 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. is bad. You know. So make sure you guys unlike me, make sure you guys train your eating habits. You know. But anyway, let's get into the game. Let's get into today's show. Everybody, even let me show you something. I haven't seen this dude in a minute. And we were talking about it, and I was like, man, where the hell has he been at? Sunrise Suit and Seti. I guess he put the bottle down. I guess he's not drinking as much as when he was around fair. Even he got he called them Godfrey. Even he got something to say about Lord Jumar and Godfrey. And look at this, man. Look, let me tell y'all something how fake these people are. Godfrey may be a comedian. Over the years, you might have seen a person or two, and this is a funny thing too. Generation Z don't know who Godfrey is. You know, have to. I never thought I would see the day that this would happen, or that that it would be weird like this, right? Half the entertainers, athletes, comedians, and people that we kind of came up knowing that kind of disappeared and maybe reappeared, or maybe never disappeared. They just wasn't on TV anymore, or they stayed away for the internet for whatever reasons, or just went on a hiatus, just kind of just ducked off, enjoyed their money, and then kind of came back or whatever, or had to wait out like that. So people that we knew as like entertainers, celebrities, comedians, and all different professions and stuff that just left or just got blackballed or whatever for whatever reason. They come back as podcasters. And it's funny because when everything was taking off and people were copying the manosphere, and I was telling these idiots to get mics and all kinds of stuff, and I was getting blackballed, and all kinds of shit was happening to me. And these are black people that I've helped, that have done that, towards me. Um, a lot of these guys became podcasters and YouTubers, you know, and one thing I didn't notice, well, I did, but I didn't know it was that, big, pause, was that back in the day, if celebrities and people wanted to make a comeback, um, you know what they used to do? They used to box, super extreme. They used to boxing, you know, put on gloves and just swing, training or no training. They would box. Now, why is that funny to me? That is hilarious to me. You know, to um I didn't notice it when I was young. I noticed it when I got a little bit older. I was like, "Oh, that's what celebrity boxing is for." That's why they had uh those shows, back in the day. Not even back in the, well, it is back in the day. Remember on Cartoon Network you had that show, and it had like the clay figurines and stuff like that, and it was like celebrity, what is it called, Celebrity Death Match? That used to be a funny show. Hold on, y'all. All right, we back. I have to untangle these wires. I got this setup thing going on. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Hold on. There we go. All right. Yeah. So back in the day, they had Celebrity Death Match, but Celebrity Death Match wasn't necessarily boxing. It was kind of like wrestling, and that reminded me of something else. It reminded me of something else. It reminded me of, uh, and it probably did come on at that time. It reminded me of Cartoon Network After Dark. How you had like, Space Ghost, and then you had Space Ghost, you had C Lab 2021. You have it was just a lot of little all right, I got this restrictor on. So let me know if my vocals are going low or high. Because I got this restrictor on and I don't know why it's restricted me to a certain level. But anyway, I guess that's what restrictors do, Cuda. But okay. Um it reminded me of just like, adult television after hours. This Cartoon Network at that time was fucking dope. Yeah, you had Johnny Quest. Also too, you had Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, and some other, yeah, Venture Bros. Yeah, you had like all of those cool ass cartoons and animes that you could watch if you missed it. So if you came home late or if you went out to go play after school, you was like, look, I'm missing Dragon Ball Z right now. I'm missing all of those shows used to come on late at night. you know. But they were dope. They were dope shows. If you guys are MF Doom fans, and just anime fans, man. We got 7 people in here and only got 3 likes. We can get the likes up. 6 people. All right. The people are just now waking up, finding out that we're live. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Good morning. All right. Start your day off with Player Talk Radio. All right. Y'all hit the like button, y'all. All right. So support the show. But now, in this day and age, instead of boxing, which some of these people do just go boxing and shit, but instead of boxing, you could become a quote unquote, a quote unquote, YouTuber, or you could become a you start a podcast, you know, and it kind of covers and hides a lot of different things. You know, it kind of shows you guys that you know, these entertainers wasn't making as much money as you thought. You know, it kind of shows that rappers ain't making as much money as they telling people and stuff like that. You know, imagine being a rapper clowning people for being broke and whole time you're broke, and your label and a whole bunch of other people are laughing at you, you know, and then reasonably with the label advance and the money and stuff that they give you, you gotta, they not finna help you, other than put a damn machine behind you if they do that. And you gotta go out and go buy your own jewelry, uh, you know, figure out studio time, figure out all of this stuff. Like honestly, when you get signed, it's not a time for you to take a break. It's actually time for you to get on, quadruple grind, you know. And then to a certain degree, if you make them that money back that you owe them with your record loan, you're still stupid because honestly, you deserve a cut out of that, but you're just so focused on running in this hamster wheel and making them their money back. Some years go by, you realize, damn, I've trapped myself. So a lot of people were getting into those type of deals. I forgot the other guy, but he was like one of the first YouTubers, right? And he lived in Baltimore. And I think he got dreads now. He went crazy and some shit was happening with his stomach and all kinds of shit. But he was a funny dude, light skinned dude. He was one of the first guys to sign an actual YouTube contract. And it was horrible. It was, janky and shit like that. I forgot his name. And he used to have other little comedians and dudes around him that was funny as hell. Um, what is his name? And he did like a Mario Bros thing. Like this is right before he went like just like went on a hiatus. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But he came before like King Batch. He came before like a lot of other people that I don't know if they necessarily partnered with YouTube, but they end up signing some like some disgusting deals. What's going on, Bronze Flat Power Guy? Good to see you, bro. Welcome to the show, player. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all support the show. Hit the Cash App. We're gonna have a good show, all right? But anyway, anyway, everybody's doing YouTube now. I wanted to bring that up just to walk you down to what we're talking about on today's show. Everybody's doing YouTube now. So that's what Gen X is, not Gen X, but that's what Gen Z is seeing, you know? So when we talk about Godfrey, remember, there's a bunch of young adults here on the internet that don't know who the hell Godfrey is. Shit. I doubt, and I just now saw a video about him coming back and some other stuff going on with him. But I doubt that a lot of Gen Zs have seen stand-up comedy, you know. When they met Steve Harvey, he was like a radio guy and maybe, somewhat of a comedian, you know. Yeah, shout outs to Papa 3112. That's what I said 3112. Jesus Christ. My bad, y'all. I've been sick. I'm a little discombobulated. Shout outs to Papa 312. My bad, broski. Yeah, they don't like Gen Z really haven't seen stand up like that, you know? And the reason why I'm like kind of giving y'all I'm jogging y'all memory because I want y'all to go back and remember what those days were like, you know? It with Vine, you had Vine, you had all these other little publications and stuff like that. And these are the new wave of comedians, you know. They had to get Ha Ha Davis, they had to get a whole bunch of guys, Kevin Hart and them and all these other dudes to be like, yo, you gotta go do stand-up, you know. Yeah, you made it on the internet. Yeah, you don't even really need to go do stand up. But if you're gonna be a real comedian, you got to go do stand up. DC Young Fly, all these dudes, they had to learn how to go do stand up or do some type of improv and stuff like that. A lot of the younger generation, they don't even get stand up. Stand up comedy turned into something completely different. So a lot of these guys, they turned into radio hosts, YouTubers, podcasters, you name it. Instead of just sticking to comedy. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I would have loved to see Richard Pryor with a TV. Well, his TV show got canceled, but I would have loved to see him with a radio show or some type of show. That would have been cool, But he was a little bit too old by the time all of that stuff came around. But anyway, Gen Z don't get stand up comedy like that, you know. Even us coming up when we used to watch BET. Remember, we used to watch Comic View. What happened to that? No Comic View. You know, so you can become a comedian, on the internet and not be a comedian if that makes sense. And then doing stand up seems old to these newer cats. Doing stand up seems old. Doing stand up seems, outdated. Ooh, why do I need to get on the stage? Why do I need to write jokes and set up stuff and get people to laugh and stuff like that? And I mean, rightfully so. I mean, they got, they could just make content, you know, and not every content creator, is fixated on being a stand up comedian. You said I remember back when Jerry Seinfeld did stand up. Yeah, man. At the Comedy Zone here as a struggling comedian. Yeah. And I I go back and I check all of those stories because I listen to like Dante, I listen to Patrice O'Neill, I listen to, Bill Burr. Actually, last month or December, before YouTube start messing with my channel, which is why I need you guys to hit the like button and please support the show. Please support the show. Um, I wanted to actually go over. I might do that right now. Let me see if I can find it. I wanted to go over this documentary with Patrice O'Neill, and it was funny because they were saying they had Kevin Hart do like some excerpts in there, and it was like Patrice would have been mad. Everybody was saying Patrice would have been mad as hell that Kevin Hart was in like a documentary. Not that he didn't like Kevin Hart, but and him and Kevin Hart, like they were off and on. They really started kicking it again before he passed. But hold on, they said Patrice would have got mad at Kevin Hart. Hold on, man, YouTube sucks. They don't have it on here. I was looking at a documentary. Hold on. Um, this was like a couple months ago. Damn, now I can't find it. See, this is why I kind of gotta. Well, I was sick. This is why you kind of gotta do something when you first find it. I used to be better at doing that, but let me see if this. Y'all hit the like button. We just kicking it. You said Kevin Hart never really been funny to me. What's going on, Tampa? Kevin Hart. I like the stuff that I like from Kevin Hart. I like his movies. Like one of my favorite movies is something like a business. Obviously Half Baked and The Hangover series are some of my favorite movies. You know, I mean I never really been a movie buff, but I have watched a lot of movies, you know, and some of them I was like, man, I gotta watch this when I get a little bit older, you know, because I know I would pick up on things that I missed out, you know, or at least enjoy the movies a little bit more. Hold on, let me get into this. But a lot of these comedians and guys, they done turned into YouTubers, you know, YouTubers and radio hosts and stuff like that. So when Gen Z find them, they're like, oh, you know, Godfrey's a YouTuber, and it's like, no, he's actually a comedian. You know, you missed the whole era. You know, what's going on, new? Shout outs to the New World Order in the building. Y'all hit the like button on the way in. Please support the show. You know, YouTube holding me back. Definitely, I need the support to keep things going. What's going on, War Master? But you know what though? I think a lot of you guys though, Kevin Hart is not bad, but the type of comedy that he does, it makes him what I would say. The type of shout outs to War Master in the building. The type of comedy that Kevin Hart does makes him more mainstream friendly. You know what's going on, Raphael? Good to see you, man. Good to see all the heavy hitters in the building. Everybody here. Now we can chop it up. The real bros in the building, man. Now now if you tuned in, y'all about to get a goddamn show. All right, we gonna chop it up. We're gonna get to the bottom of it, right? But Kevin Hart was more see like the reason why, and a lot of people get mad, but they don't really know Patrice. You know, I was a huge Patrice O'Neal is the reason. One of the reasons why I actually started Player Talk Radio. You know, I knew Patrice and I knew Vaughn, his girlfriend. You know, at the time that should have been his wife, by the way, Vaughn DeCarlo. I thought she was the baddest thing on the planet. Young Vaughn, you know. There you go, War Master. Yeah, that's what I mean by family friendly. You know, yeah, like you know, there's a couple of like guys that mainstream likes, you know, and it could be for a myriad of reasons, you know. Like for example, look at Ice Cube. Look at Ice Cube. You know, the millennials and let's say maybe the tail end millennials to Gen Z, but like Gen X and the early millennials that got Gen X influence, the early to middle millennials that got Gen X influence. We know Ice Cube from NWA. We know him from, you know, No Vaseline Pause. We know him from, you know, I know he's not a gangster, but we know him from damn near being a straight up gangster, you know, straight out of Compton, you know, going solo and stuff like that. Y'all had a whole career and lifetime with Ice Cube. But if you ask some of the younger dudes, he's like, "Oh, you mean the guy from Ride Along? Oh, you mean the you know, like Ice Cube at one point in a crazy uncanny way was America's dad." I know y'all not gonna believe me. Some of y'all be like, "Yeah, Cuda, I know what you're talking about. Let's just get past that." No, Ice Cube at some point was America's dad. You know, he ended up being Hollywood friendly. And a lot of people didn't expect that too, because you know, but you know what the irony the irony of what I'm about to say about Ice Cube, what really actually put him on like that? Friday. Friday. Friday was supposed to be a hood movie, and it got so popular, other people ended up liking it, and yeah, Friday. So he went from straight out of Compton, NWA, to his solo career, to Friday, and then America's Dad. You know, um, Kevin Hart. After a while, come on now, if we call a spade a spade, and look at The Rock. Look at what Hollywood did with The Rock. I remember The Rock from Scorpion King. Scorpion King was horrible. But we were all happy for The Rock. Like, yeah, man, The Rock's getting into WWE. Get into, movies and stuff like that. We get to see The Rock on the big screen. And then it's crazy, like now we're raving that now The Rock doubled back, and like The Rock is damn near gonna own the WWE over Triple H and all of them, you know? You said Def Comedy Jam and Comic View was the shit. Absolutely. Absolutely. You did? War Master says Cube was the family friendly gangster version of Bill Cosby. That's funny as hell, but it's true. That's funny as hell, but it's true. And I was looking at it. They didn't even have a real budget for Friday. I heard Cube and a lot of the other people had to come out of his pocket for Friday. And then I heard he bought like some rights back to Friday or something like that, but he can't really produce the movie, or he doesn't really own the rights to like certain characters and stuff like that. So, you know, but I heard he bought that back, or he got the rights to that also, you know. Yeah, Ice-T is another one, UFO. Ice-T went from making a song called Cop Killer to playing a cop on New Jack City. Yeah, and Law and Order. Yeah. Yeah. So it's irony, there's a lot of irony in a lot of this stuff. War Master said The Rock doesn't make movies that make money. He does, but they put him in every single movie to make money. And then I think when the movie doesn't make money, they've paid him like a big ass chunk to be in the movies and stuff like that. Because I think recently they're trying to do another or they were doing another Fast and Furious. Like they should have just turned that shit into a show. But it probably makes more with box office. But recently they tried to do another Fast and Furious, like Fast and Furious, like that surpassed like a decade. I think they tried to do another Fast and Furious, but I don't think he was gonna get paid the amount that he wanted. And then they've been kind of struggling since Paul Walker passed, because I think Paul Walker would have been up there with like most paid, and that nigga would have had to been in like what? How much movies was he in? Was he in like four or five Fast and Furious movies before he passed? But then I heard The Rock and Vin Diesel got into it, and it's funny because like certain movies, right, are like kind of like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Sort of. When I say this, and it's funny because it involves The Rock and it involves Vin Diesel. So let's just say this, right? Look at what I'm about to say, because a lot of y'all probably haven't observed this, right? But it's kind of funny. You have Fast and the Furious, right? And you have Vin Diesel that's been there since the beginning. Don't forget family, y'all. Don't forget family, right? You had Vin Diesel that's just like he's supposed to be the badass. He got the muscle cars while everybody's like racing like these tuners. Everybody's racing the rice burners, and he got the muscle car, right? and he's making fucking uh Dodge Chargers jump and shit, and it's just like he's supposed to be the badass. It's funny because in Hollywood and in wrestling, there's only room for one badass bald headed guy. Shout outs to my bald players in the building, but yeah, and my bald players probably know what the hell I'm talking about. There's like only room for one bald headed star. There is only room for one bald-headed star. See, in wrestling, it was okay for a good minute because Goldberg was running wild on WCW, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was running wild on WWF. So, you wasn't doing shit if you ain't had a bald nigga running wild somewhere on your roster or on the cast, right? Then when the Rock got to Fast and Furious, he was bald too. So it was like, damn, that's the Rock though. He's like the most high paid actor and whoop de whoop. And you got the Rock and Vin Diesel. They're kind of battling it out. The Vin Diesel's supposed to be a badass. This is Brazil, and I'm bald, and I drive fast cars, and I'm wear the wife beater, and I might not be in shape, but I can whip some ass. And then you got The Rock, bald headed, got this big ass SWAT team vest on. This nigga's built like a rhino, and he's The Rock. It's like shit. It's like holy shit. And I heard recently too, after all of these years, he bought back the trademark to The Rock because the WWF don't let you use their no matter what you refer to somebody as, they don't let you use their That's why John Cena couldn't really go into Hollywood like that, because his real name is John Cena. Holy shit! But yeah, it's like there's only room for one of us bald niggas, you know. So it was a little power struggle between The Rock and Vin Diesel after a while. One of them had to call it quits. UFO said The Rock should have replaced Arnold as the Terminator. All he needed was a leather jacket and shades. That's funny as hell, and that probably could have worked at the time. Shit, The Rock could have probably replaced Blade. They got Wesley Snipes out here looking like a lesbian. All right, I need to take that back because one day I might meet these people and get my ass whipped. I saw Blade. And I'm not gonna lie. Can we talk about it a little bit before we get into this? We gave Blade a pass back in the day because back in the day we didn't hold on. We didn't think gay shit was gonna take over as bad as it did. What's going on, Royce? Royce came in here laughing. I know. This is a wild part of the conversation, but we gonna talk about it. We gave Blade a fucking pass. Maybe because he had a samurai sword. We gave Blade a fucking pass, bro. Cause we used to watch Queen of the Damned. We used to watch. If you were a vampire back in the day, we give you a pass. It's like no, dude, it's okay. He's not a vampire, bro. I mean, he's not gay, bro. He's a vampire. And it's like, oh, okay. Them vampire niggas been alive for like thousands of years and shit. So, we gave vampires a pass to wear some freaky shit, but, niggas go after people's necks and shit. They don't care, man or woman. So, the vampires, they can wear the freaky little fur boots and some questionable leather and some other shit. We gave vampires a pass back in the day, because they were a part of a little society, not necessarily gay, but they were a part of a society. Nigga, in 2025, Blade looks crazy. He looks crazy. He looks wild. He looks crazy in 2025. I'm gonna just leave it there. You know, but The Rock could have played Blade. He could have played. He probably could have, in a weird way. He probably could have played War Machine. He could have played Lex Luthor. He could have played maybe RoboCop. I don't know. It's weird because The Rock fits so much mold, but I'm tired of seeing The Rock. I'm tired of seeing Kevin Hart. The Rock and Kevin Hart are friends because you see them so much. They're actually funny, by the way, when they link up. But War Master said War Master was always right. Bald is beautiful. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, there's only room for one badass bald headed guy. So I guess Vin Diesel kind of got overshadowed by The Rock. And then when Paul Walker passed, it was like, Bullet is gone. Like, what are we gonna do now? And Paul Walker alone damn near resurrected the Supra. And the Skyline. Like, I mean, this R35 Skyline. Everybody was like, yeah, that's the shit. But and the Supra, yeah, that was the shit. But it's Fast and the Furious resurrected all of those cars. Now all of a sudden, everybody's looking for a Bathurst RX-7 or a Sylvia or something. Vader said, DW Origins is fire. War Master said, Vader, I don't know what DW Origins are. Shout outs to Royce J in the building. War Master said Blade was fire. Yeah, I liked Blade back in the day. But it just changed, It definitely changed. Um Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, yeah. Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, yeah. Chinese. Yeah. Dynasty Warriors is fire. He said, I never got into that. I'm lazy. That's funny as hell. You said Aaron Pierre would make a good Blade. I gotta see who Aaron Pierre is. Shamar Moore could have done a little. Never mind. Never mind. Because he makes things look, I don't know. After Tyler Perry kind of makes things look a little suspect. Roy said he looks like a stud poet. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. War Master said Wesley Snipes was a very hard actor to deal with. He's the reason there's no Blade 4. So I've heard. And then also too, he's old. Like his body's not where it used to be. Now he really does look like a stud. And his stuntman, he probably gonna have to have two stuntmen, or one stuntman gonna have to get overtime. One stuntman gonna have to get paid just as much as Wesley. You know, you said Walking Tall and Faster are the Rock's best movies, in my honest opinion. I don't remember Walking Tall and Faster. I remember The Rundown. I remember, you know what I'm saying. You know, shout outs to Tampa. Tampa said, Cuda, where do you rank yourself in this space? Man, I really don't know and I don't care, man. Niggas done made this space go to shit. Niggas done made this space go to shit, bro. And that's the funny part. A lot of the dudes in this space was following a popularity contest. So I looked at them like, okay, yeah, go ahead, dig your own coffin. You know, the celebrities, then came in. That's kind of where we at right now. That the celebrities done came in and got full fledged. You see how when the celebrities came in, Tampa, they got microphones, they got production, they got studios, and they got celebrities coming onto their platforms and stuff like that. So you're being a celebrity and using your connections, put them in a league where it's like, damn, I told people all of this stuff was gonna happen. I literally sat here and told people word for word. One day we're gonna go over all of my old videos where I told people word for word, I predicted all of this stuff. Shout outs to Tampa. He said, your top five in my honest opinion. I appreciate that, man. Because there's real brothers that's around that really knows what's up and really knows what's going on. I told these dudes, man. Now look at them. Oh my God, my stuff is getting bitten. Oh my God. Now you got Coach Greg Adams, a guy that has took a lot of shit from the space. But he's a legend in the space, I guess you could say. But now he's complaining. You got guys that stole, been around long enough to not get their props, and then now they're complaining that people that stole. Now they're complaining people stole. You know, celebrities steal from us. Celebrities watch us. Shout outs to my brother Mike Matroke. Mike was like, "Yo, you never know. I'm around a bunch of celebrities. There's a lot of people that know about you that you don't know." And I said, "Damn." You know. So this shit is wild, man. War Master said they finished Blade Trinity without Snipes by using his stuntman. Yeah, like a lot of these guys, War Master, they like walk away halfway through the production of the movie, and then they got to use CGI, to get these people back. I remember when Aaliyah died, there was still parts of Queen of the Damned that she had to finish filming, and her brother had to kind of step in and be like a voice actor and do certain things. I'm like, a brother? I'm like, whoa, damn, I actually liked that movie. Buying DVDs back in the day was awesome because you get like all this content and all this other shit and 2 CDs and shit, and it's like, damn, the bloopers and all kinds of shit. What's going on, Cynical? You said I got to see Faster with The Rock, badass movie. Okay, I might check that out. War Master said Cuda was right about everything except Xbox. Man, listen. I listen. We about to circle this whole channel right back around to gaming, commentary, and more gaming and stuff like that. I love video games, so I might as well just start going back to just doing video games, commentary, and all kinds of other different knickknacks and doohickeys, right? Because gaming is about to start taking off. I just saw like this thing. There's a new Xbox coming out and a new PS5. I saw a thing for PS5. Like that shit got gills on it. I'm like, damn. Okay, let me hurry up and put Player Talk Radio back where it needs to be. So definitely, I need you guys to definitely hit the like button on the way in. Let's try to get at least 2 to 3 supporters on today's show. I really want to speed up this process because I'm finna head all the way. I'm finna head all the way in, with the gaming content. All right. You said Aaron Pierre just needs the long jacket and sword. You can't look at him without seeing Blade. Okay. Or they can just change it and like Wesley Snipes is fucking mentoring a young Wesley Snipes is mentoring a young he's mentoring a young, I guess you could say he's mentoring a young Blade, but you know, vampires don't really age like that. Vampires really don't age like that. You dig? Oh man. Shout outs to War Master as always, kicking it off with the huge $20 on the Cash App. War Master says, just don't hop to it. Yo. Oh my God, I gotta slow down, bro. I be forgetting. I can't read. I can't read. I gotta look at what he says first before I read it. I can't read stuff that War Master and Fasting says. I'll be totally forgetting, man. Oh my God, just don't hawk toward the Xbox. That is funny as hell. Oh, that is diabolical if somebody got spit on their controller. Hey yo. Holy shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I got tears in my eyes. That just caught me off guard. Holy shit. Hold on. But before we get into the show, let's watch a little bit of this. Shout outs to War Master dropping a huge $20 on the Cash App. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Um, Tampa says, who you like better, Guts or Griffith? I like both of them. You can't tell one story without the other. But I can't really answer that question in a black sector, because black people don't do their homework and they really don't know. They do your research on Berserk and Casca and all of the, do your research on all of them. And oh man, I'm crying. Do your research on all of them. Don't go on YouTube. That's the problem. Don't go on YouTube. Actually watch the anime and form an opinion for yourself, and then you'll be like, okay, I see where Cuda is coming from. Or you probably already watched it. But if you listen to other people about Berserk and you haven't formed an opinion for yourself, and then some of those animes, y'all got to remember, because like me, I'm going through it too. Like coming up as a kid, I never really watched Harry Potter. I said, I'll wait till I'm in my 20s. My 20s done passed. So I'd have missed all the Hagrid jokes. I'd have missed all the. I watched a little bit of Harry Potter, but I wasn't into Harry Potter. I was outside. So what I'm saying is that, like, me not watching things when it was younger and it was new, I probably missed out on the golden age of it. You see what I'm saying? So some of the animes that you're gonna watch and encounter, you had to watch it when you were younger and coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I never watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, because contrary to popular belief, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon, like they're all different. But if I never watched Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and then I look at it now, I would have thought it was dumb. I would have thought other animes had better fight sequences and stuff like that, which is obviously not true. But Dragon Ball Z, man, it's just nostalgia for me, because guess what? Watched it when I was a kid. Watched the Tree of Might. And also, we were just talking about it earlier. If you miss Dragon Ball Z coming home from school, you got to, you could watch it at 11 p.m. And it's bad. It was some bad shit. It was like, because you're a kid and you're supposed to be asleep, but you're up watching Cartoon Networks, and Dragon Ball Z is on. And you get to, and it was better because you get to watch Dragon Ball Z right after WWF goes up. Man, what a fucking time to be alive, man. You get to watch fucking WCW, WWF, and then right after WWF go off, you get to watch Dragon Ball Z. Man, you just had to be there. That's all I'm saying. You just had to be there. So, it was just yo, War Master, what has gotten into you today? Dragon Ball Z. What has gotten into you today, man? Dragon Ball Z. That's fucking funny. You said the new Blade movie was supposed to have Ali as Blade raising his daughter. That movie is going to suck. Pardon the pun. Yeah, I mean, yeah. When you start replacing male actors with female actors, it sucks. It sucks. Balls. Dragon Ball Z. You said I have all the Harry Potter movies and still hasn't watched them. Shrug. Okay, see, that don't make now I don't feel bad. Now I don't feel bad. Actually, I was gonna dive down the Harry Potter rabbit hole, because I had a video game that was on the, I think, Game Boy or Game Boy Advance, where you like had to like go through the school and use the different wands and shit, and I had like an invisible cloak, and I'm like, damn, This game is actually fire. I wonder if it's like the movie. So I was gonna watch it. A lot of my friends loved Harry Potter. I just didn't watch it. And then I was so far behind on the movies that it was like I was like, well, I'll just get the DVD and binge watch it later, you know. But let's look at this real quick, and then we'll catch back up to it because I kind of got thrown off of what was going to be tonight's show topic. But I want a bit of this real quick, and then we'll probably do a second show. Let's go. Hold on.
I feel bad for white guys now. They can't be racist no more. White guys can't be racist. You got to walk around not being racist, you know. Political correctness. That's white guys now. Are you racist, sir? Well, no. I'm walking through Harlem and I'm a little nervous and I see a few black guys coming towards me, but I can't run because racist if I start run, stupid. Get home, feel guilty, but be alive. If I'm in Kentucky and if I see 5 bald white dudes walking towards me, I'm running. I ain't gonna wonder if they got cancer.
He said 5 bald white dudes. That's funny as hell. And see, that's the thing why Patrice O'Neal couldn't have been super big, because even he knew he would have blown his opportunity. He would have stepped on the wrong toes. So he said, fuck it, let me come in and step on the wrong toes. But in a weird way, the opposite happened, y'all. White people loved Patrice. But not the type of white people that you would think that would love Patrice. The outcasted white people loved Patrice. The outspoken white people loved Patrice. Actually, the white people that was tired of the media around that time loved Patrice. And I'm not sure if it was a reciprocal relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was like a symbiote goat. Think about what I'm about to say. You just had to be there. You know, anybody else just get laced. Y'all hit the like button, support the show. Did he get their foot in the door? Or did he, I wouldn't say validate what they were saying, or was he saying things that they would love to say but they couldn't say? And by they, I mean like Andrew Schultz and you know, the guy from Opie and Anthony, you know, basically Opie and Anthony and a couple of other people, because honestly, some of the best comedians are the white guys that kind of really don't like what's going on in the world, you know, and they're not racist, or they might be racist, but they just have a you know, a way of delivering you know, comedy and stuff like that. Because some of the funniest white comedians I know are kind of like, you know, borderline, but it's like they're comedians, so you know, and I don't look at it as a bad thing too. You know, I don't think like it's a bad thing also. You know, because like I said, I used to watch Imus. I used to watch what you call it, Alex Jones and all of those dudes for fun. That's they give the game. Listen, pick a struggle. You either mad or racist. A mad racist will give away all the secrets, you know. You said a goat that has a symbiote like Venom. Yeah, it's kind of it's another way of saying like a black sheep, a black goat, you know, or a scapegoat. You understand what I'm saying? Like was you know, like think about it. Anthony and Opie wouldn't have lasted that long if they didn't acquire Patrice O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? Anthony and Opie wouldn't have lasted that long if they didn't acquire Patrice O'Neal. This is when, you know, and you know about this, War Master, but this is when like yeah, and that's crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. See, all right, I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw it. So yeah, UFO, white people loved Paul Mooney. Yeah, they loved Paul Mooney. Yeah. But see, it didn't really get into white humor, because white humor isn't necessarily dark. You know what I'm saying? White humor isn't necessarily dark. You know, Paul Mooney was fucking dark. Honestly, Paul Mooney just got so good that he could just say something and then just stop. And then people would just start laughing. He would just say something and then completely stop. And then people would start laughing. And he's like, I don't know why everybody's acting surprised and appalled. I'm surprised too.
I'm not gonna go, oh geez, I don't care if they're coughing and limping. I'm not, dude, wait, don't run. We're coming from chemotherapy class. That's okay. I'm not going over there. I'm not falling for the old cancer, hang a nigga trick. Oh!
Shout outs to War Master. He said Imus didn't do anything wrong. He compared two black female basketball teams and called one of them nappy headed hoes. So they called him a racist. Yeah. A nappy headed. You said Hollywood keeps trying to make female action heroes, if there is such a thing. Chick flicks don't make money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Yeah. And then it's the thing too. Because I will say this. A lot of guys wouldn't be mad at some of these female superheroes that they're trying to reintroduce if they had big ass, big breasts, and big titties. But then again, Batman be dipping down the hallway. You know, if Batman chasing you, like that nigga is running after your ass. Girls look funny. Like, and this is why, like, when I got older, I start preferring, because I used to get a lot of thick women and slim thick women. I used to get a lot of the women with the big titties, and I mean, not used to get. I still get them, but that's what I used to go after primarily, right? And I don't remember. I remember one time, you know, because some of the girls that I've had, they were physical specimens. You know, I don't know. Some of them, you run up on them now, they probably look a little different after some kids or whatever. But anyway, I was sitting around with one of my girlfriends, and she was just walking around the house. She walks around the house butt naked, or sometimes she had my big ass shirt on or whatever. And I thought about it. I said, "Yo, like she's bad. Like she draws a lot of fucking attention. You know, even unwanted." And I'm like, man, if this house catch on fire, if we gotta run, like I'm not even in position where I could pick her ass up and run out the door and shit. If I saw this woman running in front of me, I'm gonna faint by laughing. I'm gonna get burnt up because I'm gonna laugh. You know, I'm gonna laugh. You know, I'm weird like that. Like if I see somebody, like see just a bubble butt and some titties just flying all over the place because somebody's running for their life, I'm gonna fuck around and get caught by a bear. I'm gonna laugh. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna die laughing. Like I don't know, you know, it's bad. Then y'all be dating some of these big girls and shit like that. And it's like, bruh, if this house catch on fire, I can't lift you up and run out the door with you. You know? So I thought about it. I'm like, man, yeah, maybe I might have to go after the slimmer girls that got the gym body. Cause a fat ass and some big titties running is, you know, that's diabolical work if you really think about it. That's diabolical work. And then seriously running, that's diabolical work. So I don't know what got me into this. You know, you say I say no to the hefty hoes, bro. I'm telling you, it's funny. But you know what's funny? The irony of it. I know some big people that can fucking dip. Like I know fat people that's faster than me. You know, so don't sleep on people that's fat. You know, I know some fat people that's faster than me. I remember. I can't tell y'all what happened. I remember something happened in my neighborhood, and when I went to go look back at my friend, his big ass was already down the street, and I'm like, oh, touche. Yeah, if you big like that and some shit pop off, yeah, you damn near get a head start. So yeah, he was, you know, he was more preemptive than I was. You know, I'm glad I wasn't running side by side to him because the same result would have happened. I would have started laughing, and then my cardio would have just capsized. capsized. News said I wouldn't say the Anthony and Opie show wouldn't have survived, but maybe less interesting. Probably, or less seasons. But then again, the Black Phillip show wouldn't be a thing, and then you wouldn't really have Dante Nero and the guys that you have right now.
Look, I've never had a worse breakup. They all the same thing. Women try to force themselves on me, and I get very frightened. Forcing me to call, forcing me to listen when they call, forcing me to they want to watch on television, forcing me to take them out, forcing me to wear what they think I look cute in, forcing me to play Xbox with them when they're not even interested in the game.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Twisted, why? Forcing me to cuddle afterwards, even in the summer. It's hot, bitch. I still love you. Look it. Look it, man. Ladies, if you want to know how to make your man happy, just think about what makes you happy and do exactly the opposite. Okay, how many people getting tired of famous people asking you to give money to the disease that they got? Anybody? Come on. How fucked up is that? Come on, man. That's some old selfish bullshit. Begging. We know you're sick, you know. We give you money, but stop being selfish. Don't be trying to make your shit the worst. Right? You know what I said? I'm going to heckle Michael J. Fox one day while he's talking. I'm going to fucking heckle him. Yes, I am. I'm going to just go, look at white girls. That's white girls' job is to go, That's their job. You are hired. I don't know who hired you to go.
Oh, you were playing Assassin's Creed?
He's full of shit. I'm going to say, Mike, listen, I know you got Parkinson's disease, but what about cancer and AIDS? What about that shit? Huh? Why don't you get money to that? And I'll give him money if he says this to me. Well, you know, the problem with cancer and AIDS is I ain't got that shit. Does that make sense for me to give money to some shit I don't have? What the fuck is that? Is that even... Here's how we gonna cure all. Here's the anybody who's on, right? Here's how we gonna get over with the whole disease shit. This is what we're gonna do. Okay, this is my shit. We vote. The whole world votes on the worst diseases from 1 to 100, and you can't get your shit cured to the one in front of it, voted ahead of it, gets cured first. That's fair, I think. So everybody will be for one disease. Everybody, all the stars will be like, hey, this is Montel Williams saying, please give money to Parkinson's disease.
This is dark.
Because I got multiple sclerosis and that shit is eighth. I don't know how my shit is under Parkinson's disease. That's some bullshit. But look. That's how they voted. I don't know what the fuck y'all was thinking. So hurry up and kill this motherfucking shit.
You know, I would have liked to see Charleston White and Patrice kind of go at it. That would have been funny. That would have been funny. Oh man, I need to get my jacket. It is cold as hell up here, and I need to. Lord have mercy. I chose the wrong night to sit on the roof. You said wait to are you back home, War Master? Damn. I know that's right. It started snowing shit. Hey yo, I'm going home. That I played Assassin's Creed Black Flag way too late last night. Now I need to sleep, man. I know how that feels. Man, I can't wait to get back in the video gaming, y'all. That's one of those nights where you like stay up late and you grind and get like all the fucking try to get like you know, get a new weapon or get a new just knock out all the missions and shit. All right, so look, god damn it. You said cold. It's 20 degrees in Wisconsin. Jesus Christ. It's 20 degrees out there. Man, it's cold here. I just got out the shower not too long ago anyway, so you know. But I have a cold. But yeah, it might be warm here, but my body's like dipping below temperature. This is what I'm gonna do. You said it's 12 degrees in Utah. Shit. Oh nah to Utah. Hell no. 12 degrees? Hell no. Hell no. Not it's not 12 degrees there. Mm-mm-mm. All right, look, this is what I'm gonna do. Shout outs to everybody. I'm glad y'all are up. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do a second show because this show didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but it went better. We're gonna do a second show. I got a second show coming for you guys tonight. I need to go get some medicine and go get my hoodie, and we're gonna do the second show. But I'm glad we talked about what we talked about on today's show. Because look, Gen Z, they don't know Patrice O'Neal. They don't know a lot of these comedians. They don't know. They don't know a lot of these celebrities that we know and that we've spent a good amount of this. Go ask somebody in Gen Z who Earthquake is. They don't know. Unless he kind of came. I think he did come back and then he got skinny or some shit. But they don't know who Bruce is. They definitely don't know the Kings of Comedy. You know, so a lot of the topics, I'm not even gonna lie, even some of the topics that I find myself talking about, to them is some old nigga shit, you know? But like I said, instead of boxing and instead of wrestling, a lot of these celebrities have turned to podcasting and they've turned to YouTube. The same way I told y'all they were gonna do. A lot of them even turned to comedy. T.I. turned to comedy. Plies turned to comedy. Yeah, Earthquake was funny. You know who I was thinking about? And he probably died, and I haven't heard of him, but he was funny as hell. And he was from my city. Do y'all remember a comedian named J. Anthony Brown? That dude was funny as hell. That dude was funny as hell. And let me tell y'all something. To be a comedian back in the day, you had to kind of be loud. You had to be somewhat like animated. You had to yell. You had to kind of go the extra mile to draw a joke home. You know, Kevin Hart came on the tail end of that. Like if you look at like Kevin Hart before he got rich, that's kind of the comedy he was doing. You know, that's the comedy he was doing. And look at how black people did that. Some of the stuff that black people owned, we literally got pushed out of that because look at the Russell Simmons and Def Comedy Jam. We should have kept that going. Nope. Some bitch had to fuck it up. Now Russell's somewhere in Nigga, I might meet Russell Simmons before y'all do. So this nigga in Bali right now. Like shit. I know. Damn. Bali, nigga. Russell a hop, skip, and a jump. I remember I read his book too. He had a book about yoga. That first book about yoga, it was actually a pretty good book. It was actually a pretty good book. UFO, stop laughing. I'm trying to be serious, man. You know, if I meet him, I'm going live. Like, oh fuck this. Hey Russ, I'm glad I met the one that's not in the hot tub, nigga. The Reverend Run, that nigga stay in. He probably in a hot tub right now with his BlackBerry. You know. But listen, y'all. Let me go get this medicine real quick, so I won't be sniffling on the mic. And let me go get my hoodie and shit. We'll be right back. We're gonna get into it because now you got Lord Jumar. I need to be doing yoga and playing Xbox. He said, press the Y button. Listen, man. Lord Jumar is now threatening to sue Godfrey. It be your own people, man. It be your own people, man. It be your own people, y'all. I hate to do this because I love and I respect foundational Black Americans, but if y'all just keep giving me content. Look, if y'all gonna be sabotaging your own brother, even though he don't look at Godfrey as a brother, Y'all gonna be sabotaging each other like this, then shit. Who am I not to get it on film? Or to report on it or some shit. And it's funny because I think it's Lord Jumar. I think it's Lord Jumar, y'all. You know, he fell out with Vlad. Now he kicking it over at Godfrey's. He fell out with her too. I mean, with him too. And then didn't he have a fucking didn't wasn't he doing a show with Kaya, the my neck, my back? Didn't he have a show with her? Wasn't he on Kaya's show or on a show with what's her name? Rod Digger fell out with her too. So I don't know. He's confusing me. It might Jumar. It might be you. You know, we're in that. Look at Joe Budden. We're in that era right now. That like, damn, some of y'all can't transition over into podcasting. But anyway, listen, we'll be right back. Make sure you guys hit the like button, support the show on air, off air, because you care. We're gonna be right back, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get back into more Jumar, FBA, and they're still going in on Tariq Nasheed. They're still going in on Tariq Nasheed. So we got that covered. All right. We're gonna have an eventful morning and midday. All right. It's Player Talk Radio. I am your gracious host, DJ Cuda. I'm glad this mic is working good. I'm gonna use this on the next show. And my battery's not my battery's not running down bad. All right. So listen, it's Player Talk Radio. We'll be right back. Let's get it. Let's go.